Hey, Dave Harrington here. Welcome to another episode of SDaves Backyard Training Gig. We're going to work with basic immediate action. All right, I'm loaded with ST Action Pro inert training cartridges. Going to stoke up, holster. A couple things I want to point out. I'm going to sequence this out. The first step to solving a problem, pretty much any problem, is recognizing you have a problem, okay? And the reason I point that out, I'm not trying to be a master of the obvious, but at some point, we've all tried to fire a firearm again with it not having gone bang the first time, all right? Not a big deal. It's a vicious learning curve. I never speak to anything that can transpire in a less than set of circumstances unless I've experienced it myself, so not a big deal. Realize you've got a problem in the first place, all right? If, you simply mount, acquire, and fire, and the firearm fails to go bang, the first action, having realized I have a problem, I'm going to dismount the pistol, finger out of the trigger guard, transition from my firing grip into my control grip. Make sure the magazine is present, seated, and locked. Aggressively action the slide. If I choose to fire with both hands on the gun, establish my two-hand grip, firing grip, and the target, and fire again. All right. Now, in order to set the pistol back up, I need to cock it. So all I'm going to do is extract and eject that chamber cartridge. All right. Now I'm ready to rock. Now dig this. I'm just going to speak to the sequence one more time. I mount, acquire, and fire to mechanical failure to fire. I realize it. So I dismount the pistol. I transition from my firing grip back into my control grip. I want to make sure the magazine's present, seated, and locked. I want to extract and eject the chambered cartridge that failed to fire, replacing it with a fresh cartridge. If I choose to fire with both hands on the gun, I will establish my two-hand grip, acquire, and fire. Okay? Using a little imagination, of course, the gun's going to go bang on that second action. Okay, not a big deal. What happens if you have two legitimate mechanical failures to fire in a row? I mean, how many times are we going to tap rack and attempt to fire again before, the light bulb comes on? Is it shooter-induced malfunction? Is that possibly the reason the gun's not going bang, or is it a true mechanical failure of the firearm in some manner that is preventing it from firing? Here's the solution for that, okay? For me, my decision point is two mechanical failures to fire, legitimate mechanical failures to fire. So if I come up and I engage mechanical failure to fire, and I re-engage, and it doesn't go bang again, I'm going to jettison the mag in the gun and replace that source of ammunition in hopes the gun will go bang with different ammunition. And if it doesn't, it immediately dials me in on there must be a mechanical issue with the firearm. Okay, so now dig this. Keep in mind, when you're training and conditioning, we do the majority of it, relaxed on our own 2 feet, standing upright, best case circumstances, totally forego cover, concealment. You have a problem with your firearms, realize you've got a problem, and then based on available cover or concealment, respectively, time, opportunity, cover, and concealment, or an additional gun team member that can provide security for you while you address your weapons and service your weapons, that's even better. And that's all I got. Train hard, practice harder. I'm out.